A girl gave her dad a DNA test for Christmas, but the results exposed a dark family truth that will shock you. Rebecca was born to her parents Joseph and Jenna and remained their only child her entire life. Rebecca knew her father's family. In time, Rebecca became very curious about her heritage and knew that she wanted to get to the roots of where she came from. Rebecca decided to buy DNA tests as Christmas gifts for her and her parents and decided it would be the best way to learn more about her family roots. She decided to buy herself a DNA test too, so her and her parents could all share their test results together. After gifting the test to her parents, they all completed the steps before sending them in for examination. After months of waiting, their test results finally came in. When she finally realized her test results were in, she gathered her family to help her analyze the results. The family finally began looking at results, but things didn't seem to add up. The results shocked the entire family and are so crazy you will not believe it. Part 2 coming soon. Their DNA test results, the family gathered together to collectively review their heritage. After analyzing their test results for a few minutes, Rebecca quickly realized her and her mother's were almost identical. What didn't make sense is Rebecca's father showed he was full Italian while hers didn't have any Italian at all. Rebecca and her father decided to take a paternity test for further answers, and what the results showed are so shocking you will not believe it. Before I continue, there's a brand new app that lets you prank your friends by changing their text messages. Click the link in my bio to try it out. The paternity test showed that Rebecca and her father were not connected at all, and he was indeed not her biological father. When the couple had difficulties conceiving, they turned to IVF, and it seems that's where the mishap occurred. Rebecca's parents filed a lawsuit against the hospital laboratory's wrongdoings and still have a lot of unanswered questions to this day. This boy went missing for 2 years, then his parents looked behind the dresser and what they find will shock you. Shannon and Michael were a couple that gave birth to a little boy named Ricky, but after trying to make things work, they broke up and shared custody of him. Shannon and Michael wanted to co-parent Ricky in the best way possible, but after continuously fighting, Michael was deployed overseas. After Michael returned home, he tried to be a good father, but Shannon was not following the custody agreement, so he took her to court. The court date was set, but when the day came around, Shannon was a no-show. Ricky and his mother Shannon vanished, so they issued a missing person warrant for them through their local police department. Police searched Shannon's mom's house to see if she was hiding them, but they found absolutely nothing. More than 2 years had passed, and Michael was eager to find his child, so he had police search her house one more time. This time, police found a dresser that looked like it had been moved and left marks on the wooden floor. The officers moved the dresser to the side to get a better look at what was behind it, and what they discovered is so shocking you will not believe it. Part 2 coming soon. This boy went missing for 2 years, then his parents looked behind the dresser and what they find will shock you. Part 2. After police found the dresser, they pushed it to the side and were absolutely shocked by what they found. Suddenly, everything began to make sense to the officers as they began to find more and more pieces of the puzzle to help them solve the case. When police looked behind the dresser, they found a small hole in the wall that was big enough for a full-size human to crawl through. Before I continue, I've been using a brand new app called Bigo Live that allows you to live stream, go live for your fans, and even meet new friends from all over the world. Click the link in my bio to try it out. Police crawled through the 11-foot tunnel and found Shannon hiding with Ricky in a small room behind the wall. Shannon was taken into custody by police and charged, as well as her mother, who hid them both for more than 2 years. Michael finally got custody of his son Ricky and was just